What is going on, everybody? We are back. Madden is back. Hoping for a better Madden 26 than we did Madden 25. We are 1 week out. I'm pretty excited. I mean, every year I get pretty excited about this time. I'm definitely feeding into the hype. Not even going to pretend like that's not happening, but it is. I'm liking some of the stuff I'm seeing. I'm liking some of the stuff I'm hearing. I just miss Madden. I mean, I like playing Madden, especially up until about Christmas, New Year's, when they can possibly really break my heart. I love it. I love the game. I love just building, doing stuff, making coins, trying to make coins, things like that. So we're just going to go over a little bit what I think you should be doing to prepare. I know there's been 50 million videos, but I appreciate you clicking on mine. So first and foremost, do your rookie premier stuff. At minimum, do the solos and do this field pass. I think you got to get up to like 17. Yeah, you need to get up to at least level 17 or whatever to get the final token. It's easy. It does not take long at all. I mean, I did a bunch of the objectives just because I was trying to get other stuff to complete some sets and things like that, whatever, but it really doesn't take long. I mean, these are super easy. Do the Braxton Berrios or whatever his name is. Do that Hispanic Heritage Challenge, the 10-yard line. You can knock these out quick. I am going into the game because otherwise they're expensive. They're like 4 million coins a pop. I mean, a rookie premier, right? Because each one of these 99s, you need 4 of them. Each one of them is like 1 million coins. But anyways, I have 2. It doesn't matter who you pick in this game, but these are just the random people I picked. Doesn't really matter. I'm done playing the game. But I got 2. Will Johnson is carrying over. I don't really know what it's going to look like, but he will carry over to something. Who knows? But get those done. Get those done. At least get the solos done. Go over with at least 1 rookie premier. It's easy. You're just hurting yourself if you don't. I know they won't be relevant for a super long time, but you never know. They could be cracked. And doing, I mean, it's EA, so there's a super good chance that even just doing 1, they're going to screw something up, and maybe you'll get extras. Who knows? Hopefully not. I mean, last year it was a nightmare with their launch and carrying over the campus players and the college players and the rookie premier. It was all just a nightmare last year. So hopefully it's better this year. I don't think there is going to be stuff necessarily like there was with college football. I think they got rid of it. So hopefully we're going to be good. But we're just going to take a look here at kind of what we're looking at in terms of least ultimate team that they've talked about. I mean, so we're going to have like 3 programs. It looks like 3 promos. Excuse me. Well, I guess they're calling it program. I don't know. Promos as we know it. You're going to have the preseason standouts. They're calling it the long drive. College, campus heroes, and then game time. So 3 promos, it looks like, in Season 1. How long Season 1 lasts, don't know. But it looks like that's what we're going to be getting. I mean, they talk about, a trick-or-treat event, Zero Chill, Most Feared. Let me see. Do they talk about, like, Thanksgiving? I don't know. I mean, hopefully, that right? Because that was a huge thing. They got rid of the Harvest promo. I mean, it was like nothing. Or it didn't even exist. I don't remember. But it was, I don't know. They just screwed stuff up last year. Really ruined it for a lot of players who look forward to those promos and different things like that. So hopefully they don't make that same mistake. Hopefully they learn. They talk about this seasonal event pass. I guess we'll see how it goes. If each promo has its own event pass, as long as you don't have to pay for it or anything like that, I don't care. That's fine. But I keep seeing these passes, pass. Like everything else in this game, it's always like, well, you can have this pass or you can have the premium pass for $10. So I don't know. We'll have to see what they mean by this, like the weekly spotlight pass. They talk about the weekly. It says weekly spotlight pass will showcase specific programming throughout the year and a shared field pass experience to provide more freedom for rewards and progression. As part of this, all weekly programs will now share a single token, providing greater flexibility in giving you more control over your rewards. We'll be debuting the weekly spotlight pass with Legends. For its first iteration, it'll feature Legends, Team of the Week, and Collector Series. So we'll see what that really means. I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions. We'll just see if it does give more flexibility in terms of like not having to complete a whole bunch of boring, monotonous stuff or challenges or this or that. You can pick and choose which ones you want to do. We'll see. It could be good. Collector Series. Collector Series is a new weekly program that will have a new theme series each season, each with its own distinct style. So we'll see what that means. Each series will have a unique collection champion. So depending on what it takes to get the collection done, I mean, that could be cool. I like having more things to do, having stuff to do, complete, work towards, whatever it may be. That's fine with me. I don't like it when the game feels just, you feel stuck, right? You're just waiting for that next big promo to be able to do some stuff. Otherwise, you're just grinding head to head, or you're grinding whatever it may be. And not everyone likes to do that. I know that's a huge debate. I'm not trying to dive too far into that, but I know that's a big debate. You're going to have your solo players. You're going to have your, hardcore online players. Competitive players are on another level of their own. And then you're going to have the in-between. And I like to think of myself somewhere in between. I don't hate playing online. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes after a long day at work, though, I do not feel like playing sweats. And it's nothing against people sweating. I mean, do it. That's fine. I just don't necessarily like to play against that sometimes. I mean, yeah, just not what I'm looking for. But then they talk about the solo play overhaul, and this is what does excite me a little bit. And maybe I'm just drinking the juice, and I'm feeding into it, but I don't care. Until they prove me otherwise, I will do that. Solo champions, they're talking about 12-game weekly gauntlet of escalating difficulty. So, I mean, it kind of sounds like almost like solo battles, possibly. The only thing that I hope, though, is, and I'll show you what I mean later, a little ways further down, but, you'll choose your difficulty and rack up battle score to earn rewards. Hopefully that's just all it is. Like, if I choose the hardest difficulty and I beat them all or whatever, I can earn the highest rewards. I just hope there's not like a top 100 or something like that in this, because there's always the people that find a way to manipulate the scoring system to get the top 100, and I'm not going to be trying to do that. So I hope that's not the case. We'll see. They're also talking about the league, introducing the league. Solo seasons, I mean, we've kind of had something like that, but sounds a little bit different. So you'll take on a regular season. It's going to be half games. So I assume 18 weeks or 17 weeks. I don't know. But if you get 10 wins, you can enter the playoffs and then, try to work your way to the Super Bowl, which it sounds like it's a full game, assuming 4 or 5 minutes. We'll see. So depending on what that is and what the rewards are, I mean, it could be fun. We'll just have to. A lot of this stuff is going to be a wait and see type thing to see what they do with it. Again, I'm not negative about it. We'll see. I very well could be proven wrong. It's ultimately going to come down to, is it worth spending your time? Half games aren't terrible, but if the rewards aren't worth it, it's just not going to get played again. And I'm not saying you need to be giving me a champion every time I do it, but the packs need to be like halfway decent or whatever it is. Give you a chance to pull something halfway decent at the end of it. So we'll see. I mean, they talk about the ultimate solo seasons, which, I mean, I don't know. They're providing an option for a more challenging, repeatable experience. So we're replacing ultimate solo seasons with the run. The run has 4 levels. Each level is 5 2-quarter games. As you progress through the levels, both your opponents and starting conditions get tougher. If you can manage to overcome the odds, you'll find yourself rewarded. So I'm assuming like maybe you'd be down 14 points, down 21 points. I don't know, something like that. I'm sure if they're talking about starting conditions, I would assume that's what they're talking about. So that could be fun. Solo seasons will also have specific weekly objectives with high-powered rewards. Complete enough weekly objectives to redeem a free B&D champion. Now that's what I'd like to see. I like to see something about that. Getting a champion. The only thing I hope is that it's a current champion. Like maybe you can pick which promo you want, or I don't know, or just a list of all the champions right now, and you can pick one. Because what will make me mad is if I complete this and I'm getting a champion from a month ago. I'm not a big spender, but still at that point, I don't want a champion from a month ago. If I just spent all this time, I want a current champion. It's B&D. What am I going to do? Sell it? So make it relevant, please. Please, EA. Make the B&Ds relevant. Make them halfway usable. You have to. Challenges, getting silver updates, which this confuses me. Star ratings are being adjusted to better reflect the difficulty level of a challenge. A 1-star challenge will be easier in difficulty. I thought we were already there. I thought that was the case. Apparently it's not. So we'll see. I don't know. But we're expecting a more regular update cadence for solo modes and a robust suite of solo-friendly events. So I don't know. We'll see. It says MUT 26 brings in a new era for solo players. So we'll see. We'll see what they mean by that. Gauntlet is changing a little bit. It looks like you'll now earn an entry token from a weekly objective to get ranked wins. No need to put a win streak together. I didn't play the Gauntlet, so I cannot speak on to that one. 666. Again, didn't play it, but looks like you can have 3 runs per week whenever you want. For people that did that, I'm hoping that makes you happy. I don't really know. Then we talk about team building events. Team building events looks like a celebration of building your perfect squad. So it basically just sounds like there's going to be different events, where theme team is pretty, it's just required. What I do like about this, though, is they talk about support these experiences. We're giving you a powerful lineup tools to make building easier than ever. You'll have the ability to view any eligible event and its requirements, auto-generate a baseline lineup to meet those requirements, and edit your lineup for optimization, all from the lineup screen with real-time lineup compliance alerts. So that's awesome. Instead of having to try to see if someone fits and this and that and this and that, going into the game and going into the event and realizing that it doesn't work, we can just do it all right here. All in lineup. I love that. So hopefully that works, and hopefully it doesn't break the game and you can't get into the game. You know how that is sometimes, generating best lineups and different things like that. So hopefully that's not the case. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes, but I do kind of like it. So this is what I was talking about the top 100. I hope that this takes the place of that instead of it being in that whatever I talked about up here. What was it? The solo champions or solo, whichever it was. But I hope that this is maybe where that is, because we have competitive campaigns. So each campaign puts you on a leaderboard with a small subset of players. Whether you're a head-to-head or solo player, your performance on key objectives, so like points scored, wins, etc., determines your placement. Every tier unlocks bonus rewards, and every player has a real chance to finish at the top. So we'll see. We'll see what that means. Every time I say every player has a real chance to finish at the top, well, in theory, every player does have a real chance, but there is a chance. But is it going to happen? Who knows? So we'll see. But there's definitely some different things to do. It seems like now I could also see these not being active in the first week, like the deluxe edition. But maybe I'm wrong, because there's 7 days. Normally, you don't have 7 days of early access. That's huge. So maybe there will be something, because it's a full week. LTDs. This is something that seems to be controversial from what I've seen. But LTDs are now going to be available for a full week instead of just 3 days. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't hate it. I'll hate it when I pull an LTD and it's worth quick sell value. But at the same time, LTD is LTD. It's coins. The people that rip the packs right away, or the people that spend the money, they might be upset because you may pull an LTD from, it depends on what they mean by a week. If they mean 7 days, so you might pull an LTD from, Saturday on the next Friday, and it might not be worth anything. Where if you would have pulled, there's going to be overlapping LTDs. Let's put it that way. If there's, say, 3 promos that come out in a week, that could easily be 6 LTDs that are available, which to me, that's pretty cool. Who doesn't like pulling an LTD? So I don't hate that. We'll see how it goes, though. It could change how the market goes and how people can. It'll be interesting to see how it works, because I know a lot of people flip LTDs and they invest in them, and that's awesome. But it'll be interesting to see how that works. What does concern me is non-fantasy reward packs will now have a chance to include an LTD. So you're telling me non-fantasy reward packs, if it was just like a single 93 plus or 95 or whatever it may be, they didn't have a chance to get an LTD? I feel like that's what I'm gathering. That seems crazy to me that was the case. But I'm glad that it got changed. So, I mean, that could be cool. I wonder if they're going to do anything like college football did, where it's like, I mean, you see how many BND LTDs are pulled. I wonder if that'll be a thing in Madden or not. And I don't know how I feel about it. I don't, personally. Being not a big spender, I wouldn't hate it. I would probably have more fun if LTDs are closer to quick sell price, rental price, personally, instead of like Jonathan Taylor LTD comes out and it's 2 million coins and I can't afford him and I never get to use him. So, it's each to their own. I mean, so we'll see what that means. I also say we heard feedback on the alternate uniforms. I mean, certainly it's one of those things where it's not it's a first world problem, but it's absolutely ridiculous that we can't use alternate uniforms, and you had to like glitch them in the past and different things like that. So, and you'll see them start to roll in with season 2 field pass, like and now it's just gonna be a money grab, or it's just gonna be a coin grab. I'm gonna have to spend $100,000 or hopefully not. I'm gonna spend 100,000 coins to get the Indiana Knights jerseys for the Colts. I'll do it though, but still pretty crazy. Then it talks about like pack helper. So it can be tedious flipping between binder, auction house, or lineup when opening packs to determine your best, blah, blah, blah. So that could be good. It looks like you can, whether they help to complete a set, how they're trending on the auction house, or if they'll boost your chemistry tiers. So I think this is kind of already a thing in college football. I've seen it a little bit. I did not buy the game, but I watched a little bit. So Julius, you can see under him, it's got different stuff. As well as underneath, they're just going to have that information, which I think will be very nice to just instantly decide whether or not it's better, especially for like fantasy packs or something where you're doing compare, and then sometimes the compare doesn't even work, and it just all that crap. So that's going to be nice. That'll be a nice quality of life update. Back of the card stuff, I don't know. I can't honestly say that I really care about that, but hey, speaking of quality of life. So we'll see. That's basically it. I mean, that's pretty much all I really care about. So, like I said, do your rookie premiere stuff. Get that done. Hopefully we have a good game. Hopefully it's a quality launch. I am going to upload another video at least, and once all the player positions have been revealed, like the top 10 for each position, I am going to go ahead and make a video on that as well. If you stuck around for this whole video, I appreciate you. We're going to be making some more videos. I know I'm pretty hit or miss, and obviously that doesn't make for a super successful YouTuber, but that's okay. I do have another life outside of this. This is just kind of something I do for fun, and I appreciate you guys showing support. People that have showed support, I appreciate it. We'll be making some more videos with Madden going into it this year. Try to be a little more consistent. Try to come up with something maybe a little bit more fun. When the roles and everything like that didn't really work out, it just felt very difficult for me as a non-spender or a non-super online grinder to find content that I think you guys would enjoy. Because if I don't feel like I'm enjoying it, I don't feel like you're going to enjoy it. And that's just not something I want to put out. I'm not trying to just put out content just to put it out. Putting this out because I'm excited about Madden 26. Excited about some of the changes. Hopefully you guys are doing your rookie premieres. Hopefully you guys tune in for some more videos. And I appreciate all the support, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.